Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss about SEO basics. What is this SEO and how we can do this SEO? How exactly this Google is going to show the results in just a fraction of seconds. All those things we're going to see in this video. So let's get started now. Now, tell me, you learned how to design a website. What is the purpose of designing a website? What? What do you,
To
what is the purpose simply?
indexing of our website and search engines like web pages, ma'am.
Why should I do all those things? Why?
To get a traffic, ma'am, to our
Mm-hmm.
websites.
Okay, good, good, very good. So, designing of a website is for generating some business. So, as we already discussed that if we want to do some digital marketing, we should have some source, we should have some medium where we can put our products, where we can put our content and all. So, for all those things I require some medium. That is the reason I just choose a website. Okay, so simply choosing a website is not necessary. We have to know how to design, and also we have to know what are the things we can put it in the website. That is the reason we just seen the website designing. The next here comes SEO. So
Search
what is the
engine,
abbreviation of
search engine optimization.
search engine optimization? Yes. Okay. Search engine optimization means simply I am optimizing my website for a search engines. So we have a many search engines like a Google,
Bing,
Yahoo, Bing,
Bing.
so Baidu, so kind of. So we do have some search engines. So what is meant by search engine? So now we already know what is this Google. We do, some of us know what is Yahoo, Bing and Baidu. Only few people know. Now tell me, even 8th class student know what is this Google? Mm-hmm. Tell me, Ramya, what is this Google?
Search engine, ma'am.
Okay, it's a search engine. What is the purpose of this Google? Why do we use this Google?
We can search any topic from this Google only, ma'am.
Yes.
Mm.
So what happens here? So if you are looking out for any information, so if you are just want something, you just blindly rely on Google only. Am I right? So 90% of us rely on Google, and 90% of people know what only Google itself. So in Indian, some few people don't know what is this Yahoo and Bing even. Okay, only few educated people know this Yahoo and Bing. Remaining people, you know, like a people who are just having a minimal knowledge on internet and all, they use this Google only, right? So now let us see how this Google works and all. Now if I search for any keyword like online digital marketing training, right, this is, you guys already know what is this Google, and here it shows you some results. The first, it shows you some sgvu.edu.in here I can see some Udemy, and then learn digital simply. So what are these? What are these?
And first two are paid ads, paid, ma'am.
Okay, what are
Remaining
these
often.
actually? So forget about that page or
Okay.
something else. What are these normally? Okay, what happens if I click this result?
Those are links which can direct to their website.
Yeah, simply those are in the form of websites, right? So here, what's happening, in order to drive a traffic, we are trying to use a lot of mediums where people are spending much of the time. So one of my medium is just SEO. Okay, so that means I found that yes, many people are using this Google, many people are relying on Google to find out some information. That is the reason I started using this Google as my medium and started promoting my business. That is what simply SEO. So I need to impress. Now here I can see this few results on top. So why I can see only these results on top? Why others are on bottom? Why? Any particular reason? So how Google is displaying this exact result on top? How Google know
So
this?
first
Yes, this is the.
Maybe this has been
keyword,
searched
ma'am.
more.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Okay.
keyword.
What
This has been searched more on the Google now with some
I
keywords.
Mm-hmm.
think
Okay.
we are typing that keyword now, ma'am. So that. that related.
So how Google came to know that yes, this website is related to this keyword. So instead of
Ratings,
showing these
reviews.
Crawling,
things, ratings, reviews.
crawling, ma'am.
Okay.
Crawling and
Okay.
some SEO work they had done, ma'am.
Ranks, site
I'll
ranks.
tell you. I'll tell you. Let me show you how this Google works first of all. Okay, then you will understand clearly. So how Google works, how Google is trying to show the results for a query when people searched for, and how it is exactly showing the information that people is looking out for. So Google is not a human being to understand the exact query of the student, sorry, exact query of the customer. Then how Google is able to show the exact information? So this is the work done by a Google. First thing is the crawling, and the next thing is the indexing, and third thing is the rank. Okay, now let me clearly explain you what is this crawling, indexing, and ranking. Now let us say this is a Meenakshi website. Okay, Meenakshi just hosted her website in some server. Okay, like whatever it might be, she might have a shared hosting, or she might have some VPS, whatever might be the hosting. She just hosted her website, and she does have some hosting, some content in her website. She just used some images, products, and all. Okay, this is Meena's website. So definitely Meena designed a website. The purpose of her website is to drive a traffic. Definitely she chooses some SEO to drive a traffic. Okay. So in order to make her website to appear in a Google, so first thing that Google has to crawl her data. That means Google will send some robots. Okay, so we call this crawling as a spidering also. We do call this. So alternative name of crawling is a spidering. So what Google will do, Google will send some robots, or else we can call them as a spiders. Okay. So now Google sends us some spiders to the Meena's website. So it will crawl complete data. That means it will collect the complete data. So whatever the data this Meena has, like whatever the content she has, and what are the keywords she used, and how many links she has, and what are the images, and if she put a video, where it is redirecting, everything it is going to crawl. Crawling means simply collects the data. So if Google wants to show the data for a customer who is searching for, first of all it has to collect, right? So that is what simply crawling, collecting. The next thing is, after collecting, what does it do? After collecting, what is the work it gonna do is, so it organizes the data. So after crawling, it organizes this data. That means, let us say that, do we have some categories in a website? Tell me. So what is the purpose of categorizing some post and all? Let me show you a clear diagram now. Let us assume that this is how the Google organizes the website. Electronic devices and some kinds of sports. Now tell me, if Meenal have a blogs all about animal care, and she was trying to write something about blogs about, okay, let us take like news only. Okay, tell me under which category her website will be storing. So we have a shopping, electronic, sports, and entertainment. Let us take entertainment, right? So under entertainment, the Meena website will be stored. Let us say that under entertainment we do have some things like a news, and then we do have something like films, and then sports kind of. So again under news her website will be storing, right? So again under news we do have some international news, right, local news. So if she has a blog on COVID-19. So tell me under which category her website will be storing?
International?
International. Okay, so under international also we do have a
Local.
different kinds of news, like we do differentiate according to the local newses and according to local, so how many states the cases have. So according to that, this Google is going to organize the data. Okay, now let us say if Ramya have a website on, she do write a blogs on some beauty kinds of things, under which category it will store? She was trying to write some beauty blogs and all. Tell me.
Fashion.
Yes. Fashion. So now Google also does have some fashion category it will store under. So indexing means simply organizing data in a sequence manner. So under which, so it would be easy for the Google, when someone searches, it can retrieve the data as soon as possible. Okay. Then how is it possible for the Google to retrieve the data in just 0.60 seconds? Can you see? So fraction of seconds, so within fraction of seconds it is retrieving the data. That is how Google is going to work, is with the help of indexing only. First it crawls and organizes the data, then finally when someone searches for anything, now Prabhu is there, Prabhu was trying to search for COVID-19 cases, COVID-19 news. Okay, so what Google will do now, tell me? When someone searches for any query in Google, what Google will do? Will Google get into the websites now and crawl it and index it and show it in the website, show it in the Google? No. So first of all, when someone searches for any query, Google will get into the indexing part. Okay, so Google will start searching for a start searching for a results which do have a COVID news in the websites, and it will show the websites in a SCRP. What is mean by SCRP? First, let me show you SCRP mean.
Indian results page.
Search engine result page. Okay. Okay, now if you can see here, you can see some results over here, and this is called SERP. SERP means search engine result page. You are going to see some results in a search engine called Google, and it is a page. Simply it is called a search engine result page. Okay, the structure of SERP, here you can see top two are ads, right? SGVU and Udemy, these two are ads. So structure of SERP might changes according to the search query. Now I just used online digital marketing training. So if I use this query, it was showing me some results over here. And when I search for anything like best shampoo to use, okay, so it is showing me some list here. This is the structure. So when I search for the other keyword, it is showing me some other format. So it was showing me some list. This is called list. Okay, and sometimes it will show you ads on top. And let me search for the one more keyword like a shoes. Okay, what it is showing you? Yes. So nearby locations who are selling some shoes and all. And when I search for, let me search for one more keyword like best oil for hair. Okay, how to oil my hair properly. Okay, what is the first result I can see here? What is
Video,
this?
ma'am. Video.
YouTube video. YouTube video. Okay, and so here you can see, if I scroll down, you can see option called people also ask. So sometimes Google displays these kinds of things, people also. Sometimes it might show the site links as well, like for Animal Human Society. So what it is showing me here? So Animal Human Society, it is showing me some links here, dogs and puppies, cats and kittens. These are site links. Okay, that is what site. I'm just trying to show you the structure of SERP. So how this SERP is changing according to the user's query. Okay. So sometimes it will show you right side the knowledge panel as well. Now, if I search for anything, here, Alibaba.com. Can you see? So it is showing me founded, headquarters, CEO. This is called knowledge panel. Okay. So Google will show knowledge panel as well. This is called knowledge panel. Sometimes it will show answer box as well. Directly it will show the answer to you when you search for it. So you might have faced it. I'm just trying to show the structure. So according to the user query, it rather changes the structure. So when I search with this keyword, it is showing me ads. And when I search with this keyword, it is showing me some list over here. When I search, it is showing me some location. So here Google is trying to understand the user's intention. So what exactly he's looking out for, what information I have to give him. So Google decided all these things are done with the help of SEO only. Okay. So now first, whatever the result you are going to see in a SERP, those already have been indexed. Okay. So indexed one only can be seen in a SERP. Now here there are 4 websites like Kirtika has website and then Ramya have a website and Akanksha. 3 people wrote a blog on beauty blogs. Okay, let us assume they wrote a blog on best shampoo to use for dry hair. Okay, 3 people have a blog. Now tell me which website will be shown on top by Google. So how Google is going to decide the rankings of a website, either Ramya's or Akanksha's or else Kirtika's. So whose website will be on top? That is what simply ranking category. So after indexing, Google will find out which information is more relevant for the user's query. So that information, so how Google is finding out the relevance, that we're going to discuss it in later sessions. As of now, just remember that after indexing, so it will give a ranking according to the relevancy of user's query and it will show up the website on top. Okay, so this is what whole process. First it collects, then index, organize the data, finally indexing data. So it will give a rankings for the indexing data, then it will show up the websites in SERP. This is what simple it works, right? Now, let me just show you what are the factors that Google is considering to calculate the relevancy. Okay, best shampoo to use hair, right? So if we want to make a more relevancy to the user's query, we have to follow these things. This is called optimization techniques. So first of all, we have to impress the Google to be on top, right? That is what we are going to follow some optimization techniques. First thing is on page optimization. The next thing is off page optimization. Then third thing is server side optimization. Okay, so if we follow these 3 optimization techniques, we can gradually improve the rankings of a website for a user's query. But it is not going to be done within 1 day or 2 days. It is a consistent process. The more consistency you make, the more results you can expect from this Google. Okay, so these are the optimization techniques and what exactly these techniques we're going to discuss it later. Okay, let us leave it here. So these are the techniques you have to do, and what are the techniques you should not follow? Let me just show you. So both the thing, if you know both the things only, you can move further. So if you don't know what are the things you should not do, then you will be in a confusion. So before getting into this SEO part, we should know each and everything. What are the things we have to do? What things we should not do? Okay. So those things are black hat SEO. Black hat SEO. Black hat optimization techniques. Now Prabhu is there. Prabhu has started his website. So he just wanted to drive some traffic to his website. So what he thought is that it is taking a lot of time to be on top and to drive a traffic. That is the reason he just started doing some malpractices by cheating Google. So by violating the terms and conditions of the Google, and he tried placing his website on top so that he can drive a traffic control. So those are called simply black hat technique. If a person or else if a website practices any malpractices that violates the terms and conditions of a Google, that comes under black hat technique. Okay, let me just show you few things how people used to do these black hat techniques and what happens if we do this black hat techniques and what Google will do. Okay, first thing is keyword stuffing. Then the second thing is hidden text. The third thing is cloaking. Fourth thing is doorway pages. Doorway. Clearly explain you what is this each and every black hat thing so that you'll understand clearly what not to do with your website. Now let us say that his website is all about Sachin Tendulkar. He wrote a blog on Sachin Tendulkar, let us assume. So what he thought is, so in order to make his website on top, so he understood the first Google algorithm. So first he understood the Google algorithm that, so what is this Google algorithm is, Google used to place the website on top which does have a keywords more. So which website repeated the keywords more, that website it used to make on top. Now let us say I have a website and Meena also have a website, and I know I started writing a very genuine content whereas Meena just concentrated on keywords like Sachin, 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 Sachin. So what Google will do, so now Google will visit my website, Google will crawl Meena's website as well. Am I right? So what happens, Google finds that there is no keyword in my website, though I have a genuine information, but whereas Google, it's not a human being to understand the content. So it just works according to the algorithm it has set up. So the algorithm setup is that a website which repeats the keyword many times, that website it has to make on top. Whereas Meena does not have any original content or any genuine content, she just repeated the keywords. So now Google, what Google will think, yes, this website consists of a more keywords that searching. Maybe this website is more famous for the keyword called Sachin Tendulkar. When someone searches for Sachin Tendulkar, I have to show up her website on top. That is what simply keyword stuffing. Same here. So now Prabhu found the Google algorithm and he started stuffing some keywords like this, searching. Instead of writing a very good content, he just started stuffing the keywords. That's it. What Google will do, here it is a Google, here it's a human, user and Google. Okay, tell me when user visits this Prabhu's website, what they will think. User in the sense, let us say that Vishnu is a user and he is searching for Sachin Tendulkar and he finally found this Prabhu's website. What Vishnu will think now if he can see the content like only Sachin. Will he satisfies with the content? Mm-hmm. So tell me in your
No.
case only, if you open the, if you can see any website which consists of only keywords, so do you satisfies with that content? No, definitely no, right? So what happens here? Here user is facing some bad experience. Whereas Google, so for Google, it is a very good website because as it is repeating the keywords many times, that is the reason it found that this website is more relevant for the user query, and that is the reason it started. But whereas for whom the Google is working, for the users or for the website owners, for whom it is working, for the users,
Users.
right? So for the users only. So if users only are facing a bad experience, then what is the point of working, right? So that is the reason Google started putting some restrictions for the website owner to work only for the user. Now here Prabhu is working only for the search engine. He is just only impressing a Google but not user. Okay, he has to satisfy the user. So if a website does not satisfy a user, Google doesn't impress. Okay, so Google will penalize these kinds of website who does not satisfy the user. This is what simply black hat technique. So penalize in the sense this website won't be able to be on top. Okay, this website content won't be able to seen by a people. So completely it will ban the website. So ban means it won't remove the website. So Google does not have a right to remove complete website. Of course, it is not a Google website, but it won't bring you, it won't give you the better rankings. So how well you work hard also, it will take a lot of time to place your websites on top. That is the reason, make sure that, so never ever insert the keywords more. So never ever do some keyword stuffing. Yes, of course you have to do some keywords, you have to insert some keywords to make Google understand what exactly it is all about, but don't stuff the keywords. Okay, so if you stuff the keywords, user never show some interest to read content and he just leave your website. That is where you are facing some bad experience. Never do that. This is one black hat technique, keyword stuffing the keywords. The next thing is hidden text. Okay, so again, this is also one of the thing. People started creating a website here and they divided the page into two sessions now. Here at the bottom section, they started writing some genuine content. Okay, some genuine content. Okay, so the top section, they started inserting keywords again. Okay, so searching. Hmm. What they have done is, intellectually, they changed the text of a color to a background color. Now what is the color of my text? It is in a black color. And what is my background color? It is a white color. So what if I change my text color into a background color, white color? Can anyone see? Can any human being can detect what is there here?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No. So now what happened when user comes to this page? So can he see the top section? Will he can see the top section? No, he won't be able to see the top section as because I hided the text. So I have hided the text with the background color. So no one can see. And he will be able to read from here. He start reading from here. And here in the downside section, I just used only genuine content without using any keywords. But whereas Google, so can Google find it out or not? It's not a human being, it is a machine. So machine can detect anything. So can Google finds out that yes, these people are hiding some text to cheat a Google, to impress a Google. So now Google finds that yes, this website is using some keywords, so I have to make this website on top. So what happened when someone sees this website on top, they will start reading content from here. So here he is cheating both user as well as a Google to just drive a traffic to his website. Am I right? So these are the some cheating process, small practices. These are violates some the conditions of a Google. Never ever hides a text with a background color. This is also one of the best mistakes. You cannot do it. So if you do it also, Google will penalize your website. Google never ever going to make your websites on top for keywords that is searched by a users. This is one malpractice, right? The next, what is the next small practices? It is a cloaking. Okay, cloaking means simply, I'll tell you one thing. So what these users have done is, it is showing, people started showing some different content to the users and some different content to the Google. Okay, so here what I have done is, I have shown some content to Google and I have shown some content for the users. So why? See now, when Google finds out, I have shown some cartoons kinds of things. Okay, so I have some cartoons and I have some very good content. So it is like impressing Google. But when user clicks on that, I am showing some some other information like which is unrelevant, some very bad content I am just showing them. So it is like a doing foolish thing. So showing some content for the users and Google. So you might have experienced these kinds of things when you click that website, before expecting some, no, you'll expect something before clicking on that website, but after clicking that website you'll find different unrelevant content. You might have faced it. So that is what simply cloaking, showing some different content to the users and content for the Google. So this is what cheating both users as well as the Google. So cloaking also, it is a very bad practices. Never ever practice that bad practices. So it will penalize your website as well. So if you go for the interviewer, also interviewer asks you these questions only. So name some few black hat techniques, and what if I do some black hat techniques, whether those are illegal or legal. So you should be able to answer all those questions. The next thing is the doorway pages. Okay, let me show you what is this doorway pages. Right. Now what I will do, I will create a multiple pages or else multiple websites. Assume this is when someone searches first result, second result, third result, fourth result, fifth result. And here it is my website. What happens now when someone searches for any keyword? So they can see few results. So let us assume that these all 4 pages are mine only. So these 5 pages are from my website, or these 5 websites are also mine websites only. So when someone click on that first result, they've been to this website. Okay, they've been to this website. And when someone click on the second result, also they've been to this website only. Third result also they've been to this website only. Fourth also, the destination page is same. So whenever someone clicks on the different URLs, the destination page is the same. That means now let us say I have done some redirections here. So I will be showing, I will be optimizing my different multiple pages for a Google. I will be showing some multiple pages for one keyword. What happens here? So in this way, I can drive a traffic, I can drive a more and more traffic now. So the links are different, but when someone click on that links, redirecting to the same destination page. So in such way, I'm trying to redirect a more and more traffic. So again, why it is illegal to do that thing? Why it is illegal? So how Google is telling you guys to do, not to do is why? Now let us say a person clicked on this link and been to this website. He doesn't satisfied with the content. And what he don't satisfy with the content, he will be just clicking on the second result, right? So again, he been to the same website means what is the point of clicking the next results if he beans to the same destination page? Now let us say in your case only, if you click on the first result and been to the website and click on the second result and been to the same website, would you like to show some interest in a Google results? So Google is always trying to show the same results only, same content only. No one will use the Google next time if Google started showing the same content whenever I click some multiple links. So this is called doorway pages. Okay, so it is a completely illegal process. Never ever do some redirections to the same destination, and don't optimize multiple URLs, multiple websites for the same keyword to bring a traffic to the same destination page. This is called simply doorway pages. Okay. The next thing is a duplicate content. Now, Meena has a website on COVID news, and then Kirtika also does have a website on COVID news. Now, what Kirtika will do, so instead of working hard to write a content, so I can simply copy and paste the Mina's content into my website. So no user can find out whether I duplicated or not. They just want some information. I'm just providing that information. Right, simple now. Can I do that thing? Can I copy the content from one website to another website? Can I do that? If I can do, what happens if I can do? What happens if I copy the content into my website?
That's an illegal. We need to have our own technical writers for that.
So why it is so illegal? Why?
We don't have a rights to copy others' information.
So why again? See here, now let us say 100 people started a website on COVID news. Everyone copy the some other contents, and what happens here? So how Google is going to define the best website if everyone have a same content? How Google is going to show the exact information that people are searching for if everyone have a same content? So it is impossible for the Google, right? That is the reason Google started coming up with a few more restrictions, that so never ever do some duplicate content. So if you have a content which is duplicated, so your website rankings won't get improved. Okay, so your ranks won't be improved. So this is also one of the best thing you have to remember, that never ever copy the content. It has to be original. Okay, right. That is also one of the black hat technique. The next thing is a sneaky redirects. Okay, this is also main thing you need to remember. Now let us say that it is a mobile, it is a desktop, and it is a mobile, desktop, and tablet. When I search on mobile phone, I can see some results. Okay, and when I search on desktop, I can see some results. When I search on tablet, I can see some results. Okay, so on when I see on mobile phone, my URL is same like a xyz.com. Let us assume that xyz.com. And when I search in a more desktop also, I can see the some result like xyz.com. And again xyz.com. So are those same websites or not? No. Whatever the device might be, so the website is same or not now? xyz.com, xyz.com, xyz. So those URLs are same only. What happens here? People started redirecting to different kinds of multiple websites from different devices. That is called simply sneaky redirects. When someone searches on mobile phone, they started redirecting to one website. Someone started searching on desktop, they started redirecting to other website. They started redirecting to other website from tablet. So this is called sneaky redirects. According to the device also, people are doing some malpractices by showing the different content for the different mobile, different device users. Okay, so here the website URL is same, but redirection is to another content, redirection is to another URL. This is called simply redirect. There is a slight opposite, doorway pages is for the same destination, sneaky redirects is for multiple URLs. So from mobile, if the URL is same here, xyz xyz xyz, same like a dizzycourse.in dizzycourse.in dizzycourse, but when someone searches from mobile phone, I am redirecting to another website. When someone searches on desktop, I am redirecting to other website. When someone searches from tablet, I'm redirecting to other website. So why you want to do all these things? So never ever do these sneaky redirects also. It is also completely illegal process. Okay, so these are the few black hat techniques. Before knowing what to do, you should know what not to do. Then only you can write some original content in your website. Okay, so first thing is the keyword stuffing. So don't stuff your keywords in order to just make your website on top. Start working for a user's experience, not for a Google. Then here also hidden text. Don't hide your text with a background color. So that is also one of the black hat technique. Google will penalize you. The next is cloaking, showing some content for the users and other content for the Google. Okay, and then next is a doorway pages, showing some multiple URLs in ACRP. When someone click on that multiple URLs, you are trying to redirect your customers to the same destination page. These are the few black hat techniques you should not. Okay. The next thing is that I am going to say that Google will penalize you. So who is going to penalize normally? Those are called Google algorithms. Okay. Or else we can call them as the updates. So normally we do call it as a updates, and we can call them as algorithms as well. Okay, so not Google will punish you directly. So Google will release us some updates. Okay, so these updates are going to hit your website when you do some these kinds of malpractices. Okay, let me just list out few updates from the Google. Panda update, Penguin update, mobile friendly update, EMD update, Pigeon update, Hummingbird. So these are the few updates from the Google, and we do call them as a Google algorithm. So Panda update is when you duplicate a content, or else when you duplicate, or else when you do some content optimization, content automation. So at the time, this Panda update is going to hit your website. This Panda update is going to penalize. So now what happens with the Google updates is Google often releases some updates. So now it releases new updates for each and every 6 months. It depends. So it might release updates for every 2 months. It might release update for every 6 months. So it go on releases some updates. So according to that updates, Google will penalize our websites. Okay. So when you have a duplicate content and when you do some content automation, this Panda update will hit your website. The next, Penguin, when you have a spammy backlinks. So don't worry about this backlinks topics, we're going to discuss it in the later session. So as of now, just remember that Penguin update will hit you when you have some spammy backlinks. So when you purchase some spammy backlinks to improve the rankings of your website, so at the time this update is going to hit. Then mobile friendly. Okay, if your website is not responsive, so if your website is not you know compatible for the mobile phone, then this update is going to hit. Okay, so make sure that whatever the design you make it, please make sure that it is mobile friendly, it is responsible for the mobile phone as well. So as because nowadays mobile users are many, 90%, so more than more than half of the traffic comes from the mobile only. Why? Because mobile users are more. So people don't have a time to open desktop and then open Google Chrome and search. They just grab a phone and open Google Chrome and search for anything. That's it. That is the reason. Start making your website as a mobile friendly. So you no need to do anything with the WordPress. So WordPress automatically it is a mobile friendly only. You don't need to do anything. The next thing is EMD update. EMD update means exact match domain. Okay, now let us say if you search for dizzycodes.in. Okay, let me just search for dizzycodes only. Here. What is the first thing you can see here?
Homepage,
Dizzy
Dizzy
codes. When I search with the dizzycodes.in website, right? So why it is showing me dizzycodes.in website? Why?
because we typed that
It
keyword.
has to show me the website which consists of dizzy codes and all. Why it is showing me dizzycodes.in website?
Regional website highlights first.
Yes, very true. Now if I search for anything like a ODMT, so it is showing me the ODMT website here. Okay, so first of all, what is the thing here? Google give a first priority for the website URL. So what Google will think, when you search for any keyword, Google will think that yes, that person might be searching for a website address. So that is the reason it gives the website address first of all. So the secondary thing will go to the content. Okay, now by keeping this in mind, many people started doing some malpractices. What happens, instead of going with the domain name, I can go like this, right? Online digital marketing training.com. This is my website URL. So what happened when someone searches for online digital marketing training.com? So will my website appears, or else other website which consists of digital marketing training content? So for which the Google is going to give first priority, either for the website or else for the content which have this thing.
Content.
Mhm.
Keywords matches
Content.
with
Then
content.
I have taken. Then I have taken like online digital marketing training.com. It's a very big website I have taken, and it is exactly matching with my keyword. Then here also it has to show the content which is matching with ODMT, right? The why it is showing me ODMT.in website directly. So it can show me some content which consists of ODMT keyword and why it is showing me direct website. So here what happened? That is the reason people started taking some domains which are exactly matching with the keyword. So now I thought of appearing my website when someone searches for online digital marketing training. So if I go and optimize my website, it takes a lot of time. So better I can just happily go with this domain name. I can simply purchase my domain name. I can show off the website, right? Without having some beautiful, without having some genuine content also, I can show up the website on top. So no need of doing some hard work, no need of doing some optimization and all. So directly Google will show the website. What happens here? So when someone clicks this domain, if you don't have any original content, any genuine content, so no user spends a lot of time in your website. It's a completely waste. So that is the reason, make sure that you never ever choose your domain name which is exactly related to your keyword. Okay, so exact match. If your domain is exactly matching with your keyword, then this update is going to hit. This update is going to hit, and this update is going to penalize your website, not to improve your rankings. Okay, that is what I just want to you guys to know. So never ever go with the keyword and long tail keywords, domains and all. It is not at all necessary. So just go with a short name like Uber, Honda, Ola. So that kinds of website, that kinds of short things is good. Okay, right. The next thing is Pigeon and then Hummingbird. Local results. Now, Meena, could you please open your desktop Chrome extension and search for digital marketing training? So you're in Bangalore, right? Vishnu, could you please search digital marketing training? Can you see here? It is showing me when I search with a shoe. So it is showing me like New Hollywood Shoe Company, Lakshmi, something it is showing me. So why it is showing me these locations only? And Bangalore, you guys also, could you please open your Chrome and then search for digital marketing trainings, or else you can just search for shoes and all. Tell me what type of results you can see all. Do it now. Can you see any location based kind of things here like
Showing
this,
local
maps and all?
local results.
Hmm.
Local.
Local results. So
Yeah.
for Ramya, is it showing you some local locations like Nellore and all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how is it showing you the things only locals? So now my results are different from your results. Why? Why? So Google is giving the first priority for the local locations. When you search for any keyword, Google will find out what are the possible locations, possible things available in your local locations. Now if I'm in Hyderabad and if I'm searching for a digital marketing institute, so it will just show me the Hyderabad results only. It won't show me the USA results and it won't show me the Bangalore results. Why? Because it gives the first priority to your local locations. That happens with the help of this pigeon update. So it is not any punishable update. It just update released by a Google in order to give a local results. Okay. The next thing is a hummingbird update. Okay, let us see exact difference. best shampoo. When I search for best shampoo, it is showing me like best shampoos for every type of hair. When I search for best shampoo for oily scalp, it is showing me some list here. Best overall. So is the results are same now? Those results are same? Yes, yes. Tell me. Are those results are same? No, right? So queries according to the query. Now what happened here? The query is slight equals, slight similar, right? Best shampoo and best shampoo for oily skin. So earlier in 1880s, like earlier when Google was just started the beginning stage, Google used to show all the similar content for whatever the keyword you search for. Now if I search for best shampoo for oily scalp, it used to show the same content. When I search for a best shampoo also, it used to show the same content. But here it is trying to show the exact, precise and exact information. That is what simply Hummingbird. So it is trying to understand the intention of the user, what exactly he is looking out for and what I want to give him. So exactly it is finding out according to the artificial intelligence, and it shows some information. That happens with the Hummingbird update. Okay. So again, it is also not any punishable update. It's just an update released by a Google in order to show some exact information for the user who is searching for. Okay. So these are the few algorithms. So for updates that Google often releases and penalize the websites which do some malpractices. Okay. So you just try to remember all these things. And the next thing is, from tomorrow we're gonna start exact optimization techniques like from scratch. On page optimization, and next we'll go with off page, and next we'll try to see this technical SEO. Okay, so now you already know what are the things to do and what things not to do, and who is going to punish and how Google works. So hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.